All right, there we go. Now we got it up and running. Welcome to the live SitRep that apparently wasn't working from home, but is now working here in the GHQ store. So I'll start off with a quick rundown for the couple of you that are watching right now. You can go ahead and ask questions in the chat. I'll try to keep up to it. We're just kind of answering questions in general about everything that's been going on here this past weekend and anything you might wonder about. First things first, got a sale going on right now, one day only. You can save 10% with code zero. Code zero at checkout, save you 10%. That's because we have the A6 M20 back along with the P40B Warhawk. So yeah, for those of you who are just joining us right now, this is the live SitRep, the one we kind of tried to do this morning. It just didn't work out so well. But now that we're here at the GHQ, everything's working out. So we can answer some questions, let you know how things are going. We'll be streaming here for a little bit and letting everyone know what's going on. So once again, we have a sale going on right now. You can save 10% all day with code zero. No, there's no delay on orders, anything right now. I'm going to go ahead and monitor the chat and let people know what they want to hear from. But we have the Flying Tigers bundle back in action right now. So that's the Zero and the P40B. And then we also have the DAC Messenger, the Kuba Wagon, and the Schwimm Wagon back online. So that is all set and ready to go right now. Everybody can hear and see me okay? Who's joined up right now? Hopefully, I'll try to monitor this chat as best I can. It's going fast. Go ahead and ask whatever questions you want. I'll try to do a little Q&A here for a little bit. Those of you who are with Instagram this morning know that we tried to do this earlier and it didn't work out so well. But here we are. So ask away. Let us know what you're thinking. I'll every once in a while I'll keep redoing the restock. So once again, we have the Zero, the P40B, the DAC Messenger, and the Kuba Wagon and the Schwimm Wagon back online right now. So make sure to check it out. All is safe and sound. I'm here in the GHQ store. The HQ is doing well as well, though. So everything is okay. We remained unscathed over this weekend. Thank you all for your concern. We appreciate the support. Track links, yes. We're shooting to have them back later this summer. So that is about the best I can say right now and not be wrong. So we're doing the best we can. Holy smokes. I'm trying to keep up with these. The Macon Island is still being built. Yes. No, it has not been halted. It's just been significantly slowed. If we were trying to make the World War Brick release dates, we would have a lot on our hand. F-35A. So that's the last one we have to do because that's the Air Force variant. I believe that will be happening sometime this fall, but the pre-order will probably have it be earlier. It's tough. Our dates are all over the place right now, but that will be coming in the latter half of 2020. So the Chicago store, I think that has completely to do with the state of Illinois. So we will let you know when we know. Yes, there is still another Sherman in the timeline for this week, or for this week, excuse me, for this year. So yeah. More Vietnam War sets. Well, we just had the Swift boat. Beyond that, I think we have a minifig of the month that will be Vietnam themed. Don't quote me on that yet, but you'll have to wait and see. Yes, we have made an A10 Warthog. Yes, we have. So we would have to get the license for it to come back, though. I think it's included the ARC. I believe so. I think that wants to come with everything. That's about as premium kits get. Please make more Polish kits. Duly noted. I think smaller countries like that will a lot of that stuff is fan poll related. So when you see a shot at getting a kit that you want to see in a fan poll, make sure to get everybody you can to go out in there and vote for it. So that would be important. Chicago is open, correct. Will you ever do a World War I minifigure of the month? Maybe. I don't think there's one scheduled to be this year, but that doesn't mean that it couldn't happen sometime soon. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but I said this a couple of sit reps ago. Our UV printers are currently operating at about 30% of what they normally could. So UV stuff is going to be fairly limited. So everyone, restock this figure, restock this. We want more printed helmets. We want more stuff. All that is delayed right now, and that's because we're fixing UV printers, not because we don't have enough people arming them. So we're trying to get them up and running, and we'll let you guys know. The Yamato in I don't know if it's micro brick battle scale, but the Yamato and the Iowa, Missouri, one of the two, are available in, is it Pacific Theater Volume 2? I want to say. So make sure to check out those books. Yeah, I think they may have made a U2 in the past, but I'm sure we'll have one in the future. More netted helmets. Yeah, people have been asking about those netted helmets ever since the D-Day minifigure release. I think the plan is to sell them separately at some point. We just have to have enough room on our 3D printers to be able to put a sizable quantity up online, because who wants 20 helmets to be available? One person can scoop in and buy them all. So we want to make sure that we've got enough available for everyone to get what they want. Sci-fi kits and figs, it's all demand driven, and there just isn't demand for kits like that right now. Hello, hi Lego Nut. So once again, we have a sale going on all day today. Save 10% at checkout with code 0. And then we also have the 0, this guy right here. The 0 is back online. And so is the P40B for pre-order, restock pre-order. And then we also have the DAC Messenger, the Kubel Wagon, and the Schwimm Wagon back online. You can save 10% on all of it, promo code 0. So make sure to take advantage of that today. More Vietnam War sets. Duly noted. I think that's the plan for the future. I mean, we're going to make more of everything. So, but the second we start making more Vietnam stuff, people are going to be like, well, we want more World War I stuff. And you make World War I stuff, and they're like, where's your modern stuff? So we try to keep as many people happy as possible, but can't win them all. For those of you wondering, the mock contest, due to the situation in Minneapolis this past weekend, we didn't exactly get far in having our mock contest get narrowed down to finalists. So give us this week to try to figure out the finalists, and then give our judges a few days to pick them. So I'll try to keep you updated through the SitReps as best as possible. But bear with me. It's been some crazy times here in Minneapolis and Brickmania in general. So we're doing our best to roll with everything. When is the Panther coming? I don't. How long is this? It's as long as we want to go. So I did IG for about an hour this morning. So B29 would be a big kit. That's for sure. Yeah, so modern war figures we're going to try to have in stock at least once every month. So stay tuned to see which one we're able to get. Sometimes it'll be the modern Rifleman. Sometimes it'll be the Marine Rifleman. Could be something new in the future. Just stay tuned. We'll do our best to keep you all updated on what's going on. Will there be another IL2? No, but guess what? Hold on one second. You will have a chance. You will have a chance coming up here in the next Brickmania Vault. So remember, that is Thursday, first Thursday of the month. There will be new Vault stuff, and this is one of the items. So make sure to stay tuned for that, because how cool is that, right? Love the Brickmania Vault. When is the Viper Heli coming out? Well, I think it's already been out twice. So we'll restock it in the future. Just stay tuned. Your World War II American soldier back in stock. We have quite a few of those, so odds are they'll be. Could you put up some Battle of Britain stuff? Well, I think we're waiting till the fall for that. So that's why the Hawker, and there's going to be a new HE-111, some other stuff. Is there stock in Chicago? Yep. A Yag Tiger. I think that's actually maybe on a fan poll, or it could be retired. I don't know. I'm on the spot here, guys. I'm doing my best. Do you know when the 2020 Sherman will come out? Like what month? Well, do you mean release or pre-order? Because the pre-order could be as soon as maybe even the end of this month. We'll see. It kind of depends on the track link situation. We're trying to get that figured out. When it'll actually release will probably be like late summer. Thank you. Do a new Normandy bunker. I think there's a lot of instructions out there for the existing one. That one was definitely a popular sharing. King Tiger. There'll be a King Tiger in this Thursday's vault. So if you really want it, take advantage. Soon, I don't know if the Grief will be back soon, but it will be back because that kid is awesome. Will it be like the Alcac, plenty chances to buy one? I think we're committed to one half batch. That'd be 25 kits. And we'll see where it goes from there. So it is definitely one of those kits that seriously plugs production. So we have to make sure we have plenty of room for it because those weeks that we're producing the AC or the AC-130s, we can't put out other restocks, and that upsets some people sometimes. What time is the vault coming out? 8 a.m. sharp, Central Time, our time. I put it up, so I will know. When are the 3D printed items being restocked? Just like books, stickers, all that kind of stuff, literally that is restocked when we have room. So our stuff is about as full as it can be right now. And so when we have time to do extra stuff, stuff that can be sold separately and not included with kits, we will try to prioritize everything we can. Well, Kate, that is because we have to buy bricks the same way you guys do. And we also have some of the best designers in the world. So they deserve to be well compensated for their work. North Africa, that's a Spitfire in the Rats and Foxes, isn't it? Maybe. New Mark V, no, I think it's a Char 2C that is set for the fall, but I don't know if that's committed to production yet, or if it's like a maybe this will happen thing. So you'll just have to stay tuned on that. Do you guys know anyone from Beyond the Brick? Yeah, of course. Those guys are great. We were just on a live stream with them not too long ago. They're a lot of fun. Josh is a good guy. One talker to another. Do you have DAC access? Yes, the DAC messenger is back right now, as a matter of fact. E2C Hawkeye, I don't think is on the list, but I mean, anytime. M4 will be back this year. So that's a track link situation. So we're doing the best we can to keep everyone updated on that. I answered your question. Don't make me block you. Come on. Modern play, so I know that this is the same thing with the Russian boots, German boots. A lot of people have been requesting certain sticker packs. I think Landon's list for sticker packs to design is about 4,000 items long. So you're going to have to wait. He's getting to it as fast as he can. Slam's back now, so he's helping with that too. But they're a two-man army. So they're doing all they can. The best part of my job is probably doing what I'm doing right now, talking to you guys. Or maybe, when I'm alone in the GHQ and I can fly around our models and stuff. I don't know. I have fun with all aspects of my job, no matter what it is. 13, ARC, 13. It's going to be crazy. Is the Lunar Rover already sold out? Dang. Well, I'll have to wait for next time. I do think it will come back, though. It's a popular kit, so we'll have to figure some of that out. My personal opinion is that Brickmania is the best at what they do. There is no comparison. Make more modern tanks. Sure. I think that's kind of a tiptoe a little bit there. You got to make sure you know what you're okay to do and what might get you in a little bit of trouble. So we're trying to do things the right way. That's the reason we're doing the licensing, and that's the reason we pay attention to the stuff like all the movie sets and whatnot that people want to come back. That stuff is stuff we need to make sure that we're careful with so that we stick around. Make a Red Baron minifig. Come on, where have you been? Get your head in a hole somewhere? Yeah, okay, so a little Minneapolis update. I'm in the GHQ right now, so we are fine here. The HQ is fine. Obviously, there's a lot of unrest in the city, and it's been emotionally taxing for everyone here involved. Obviously, you know, we are located in Minneapolis, so a lot of our employees live around here. Kind of interesting to see the Humvees that we've been recently releasing driving through the streets. So it's trying times. It's new to everyone, but we're doing okay here. When it comes to Brickmania, nothing has been affected. We're business as usual. Do a trench play set. I think that, you know, we experiment with the bundles and stuff every once in a while, but play sets, you know, our designers love to pack a lot of detail in there, and that requires expensive pieces. So those have been a little less popular. One of the things you guys got to keep in mind too is, you know, when you're building your own individual mocks, just because you can buy bricks like us and get access to the same bricks we have on Bricklink doesn't mean that, you know, you're buying them for one mock, maybe two. We have to buy them for a minimum of 50. So the part availability is a huge part of what we have to, not necessarily combat, but something we have to take into account. Just because there's this one awesome piece out there, if we can't get it in the quantity we want it in, we can't use it in a kit. I don't know about the World War II infantry light. Sorry. More French tanks. We'd only make a Stalin figure if we were going to build a vehicle with them. Probably won't just release one individual. Something that any of us are really itching to do. The Yak 3, sure, it sold pretty slowly. So more sets of the Africa troops, yeah, fair enough. More battleships. I don't think we're hiring right now, as far as I know. We have a new designer who just joined. You'll be able to meet her soon, hopefully. Got to let her get settled in first. World War II German Leopard tank. We've done a Leopard A7 in the past, I want to say. You make more kits on the Eastern Front? Sure. I mean, all that stuff is driven by demand. So if we hear that more people want it, we will be happy to oblige. The contest, like I was talking about a little bit earlier, we will get to that when we have time. It was kind of a crazy weekend, so we haven't had time to get through and even select our finalists yet. So bear with me, working as fast as I can. Got to make sure we have time to do stuff like this, though, too, you know? Boy, asking for Rommel minifigs and Red Baron minifigs. Come on, guys, pay attention. We have both of those available. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it sold slow either. I mean, it was a fan poll winner, so we were a little surprised by that, but it is such a solid build. I mean, literally, you could probably fly into a wall and you only lose a couple of pieces. Yes, Cody Osell is the aircraft goat, to say the least. He is the man. I believe the CCKW is indeed retired. It's kind of tough because like the blog can be all over the place. There's a lot for us to update. Remember, we're still a small company here. I mean, we're working with just over 30 employees, right around there, I want to say. So, and that includes production, design, paper print, customer service, all the design. I mean, yeah, everything. So, and then myself. Ooh, they're coming in fast. Hold on, I'm trying to read them all. How about the Doolittle raid? Man, I would love to see that. You might get a little help from me on that one. Bombers, please, bombers. Okay. My favorite build? Well, the most intense build I've ever undertaken was Bruno. That was a beast and a half. I talked a little bit about that. Oh, ARC. Okay, cool. Good to know. Well, you are an excellent human being, and we thank you for your support. Pershing tank model. Come on. No, I do not believe the Pershing is retired. Yeah, I'm pretty new. I've only been here. I've been here a little longer than a year. So, yeah, sure. We're around the GHQ store all the time, JP. So you just got to get lucky. I will announce the mock contest winner as soon as we have one. And we've made a Blackbird. The Pershing is not retired. Trying to answer these as fast as I can. The pieces that you use are Lego pieces. Yep. New condition Lego bricks. What happens when things go out of pre-order? That means they're shipping. That means they are in our customer service's hands and ready to head to you. Why can't you make Mustang? That's a licensing thing. So I talked a little bit about this on IG actually, and I'll talk to you guys about it now too. So it's the same with the people asking for the Huey. When you get a license from a company like Brickmania does, we're not getting everything they make. You know what I mean? We are able to make certain things that are in our agreement. And so we have to renew our agreements and try to get new things depending on what they have available, depending on what they have other contracts with. And so that's one of those situations where just because we have the license with Bell doesn't mean we have the Huey license. Know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of tough to follow. Believe me, it's new for us too. Like, and some, our marketing department is kind of who's handling a lot of that stuff. So it's a lot. We try to be as transparent as possible with it though. Make yourself Lego minifig. No one would buy that. Why the heck would you want me as a Lego minifig? Come on. Since they move locations, well, you should check out the new location because it's awesome. And it's got the O'Hare in the center of it. The P1000, I think, is going to come out as a micro brick battle piece. So, yeah. Coming in fast. I think Dan has already been a Lego minifigure, but I don't know if he's going to sell that. The M113, I think we're going to do one more batch of just the regular base model of those to try to help move some of the add-on packs that are still floating around the stores. I don't know when, but we'll do our best. So, well, thanks, Void. Probably the T-34. Pretty influential. Is there going to be a joint light tactical vehicle? B-2 bomber. Duly noted. Schwimmwagon's online right now. Go pick it up. You can save 10% with promo code 0 at checkout. I will run through that one more time. So, sorry, I'm going to pause on the questions. P40B, pre-order back online. A6M20, pre-order back online. Then we also have the DAC Messenger, the Kuba Wagon, and the Schwimmwagon back online right now. Those are restocked, so those are shipping. And you can save 10% at checkout with promo code 0. Also, the Brickmania Vault drops Thursday. And then Friday, well, let me tell you, Friday will be exciting. Okay, I'll get back to the questions now. Books, yes. So books, I don't know if it's more manpower or if we just need the time, but we're just not able to take on a new book right now. So for this foreseeable future, what you're going to see is restocks. We have plenty of ideas for new books. We just don't have the time to commit to making them right now. I'm glad you appreciate the restocks. That's awesome. I believe the Black Bess is retired. It'll probably be a recreation if it does come back. I don't actually have a ton of communication with Brick Arms. That's usually our customer service department who's ordering that stuff. They just tell me what we have, and I let you guys know. We'll restock all the books that we have when we have a chance. That's literally like when one of them goes out of stock, we throw it in the print queue, and whenever they have time, they get to it. But they're busy. Is expanding to Europe an idea that Brickmania has? Of course, we would love to do that. Just like we'd love to have a store in LA, and we'd love to have a store in San Francisco and Texas and Florida and all New York, all these places. But they don't just pop up overnight. And when you're talking about moving into Europe, which is, Lego's backyard, that's a completely different situation. So we're doing the best we can to keep the ball rolling on that. But right now, with there not being, allowed to have any group gatherings and stuff. I mean, the point of our retail stores are to gather and enjoy Brickmania, play games, all that kind of stuff. And so right now that's not a possibility. So we are not really prioritizing that. We're prioritizing making sure that the online store is up and running and people can get their hands on whatever they want. World War II starter set. Kuba Wagon's pretty sweet. It's a good build. I believe, so the discontinued stuff, most of that has to do with stuff that's in our books. So I think there's a Renault in our books. Or Whip It. Yeah, whatever. If it's in our books, it's probably not coming back online. Yes, stores are still open. Sherman Jumbo was a very limited kit. So yes, I believe it's retired. Might come back in a fan poll. We'll see. We'll see. SU-57. Seen that a couple of times. Got it. Can younger people build for Brickmania? Yeah, of course. I mean, we've had, you guys remember Andrew Summers and Sam Krakow? I'm sorry, Sam, I can't remember your last name. But they were both like junior designers that joined us for a summer before they went back to school. A mouse tank? You people and your mouses. I think we'd sell like 5 of them. We'll see. We'll see. Modern micro brick battle. Hell yes, we will. Someday. That's all in the pipeline. I talked about it a little bit on IG this morning. We are hoping to very quickly launch microbrickbattle.com, which will be instructions. It'll be scenarios, a whole bunch of information, all available in one spot. So you'll be able to take advantage of that. G.I. Joe kit. What would that look like? Paris gun again? Maybe. I don't know. Why aren't there track links? Because the molds we were previously using were actually prototype molds, and now we've grown to the point where we need to get molds that are more capable of mass production, and that was a way more complicated process than I think we expected, and expensive too. And so we've just kind of been working to try to get them back as soon as possible, and it looks like that'll be later this summer, so you'll just have to stay tuned for that. Modern minifigs will be back monthly. Yep. So once again, remember we have the P40B, the Zero, the DAC Messenger, the Kuba Wagon, and the Schwinn Wagon all online right now, brickmania.com, and you can save 10% with promo code ZERO at checkout. So make sure to take advantage of that all day long. Hagen's boat, you mean Higgins boat? LCVP, yeah. World War II Japanese kits. I think that's going to be one of our micro brick battle launches coming up here. I don't know if I've seen any 1/35 scale kits on the project list yet, but we will have them in micro brick battle form. F-35B. I think the A is next, isn't it? F-22, I think, is online right now, man. Check that out. Perfect caliber, 30 cal, maybe. It's not just a job you just apply for. Holy smokes. I think, JP, one of the things we want to do, starting with micro brick battle, is stuff like that. We'll open up, I don't know if there'll be design contests or whatever necessarily, but you kind of work to maybe get your design selected. We'll produce it as a kit. You get designer credit, whatever. But don't quote me on that because that's all stuff that we'll do in the future. But stay tuned. We'll let you know. Dauntless is in one of our books. Come on, Jordan. Shameful. F-14, believe me, I want that to come back too. That's one of those licensing things. Just because you have the license, well, and that's north of Grenham too, isn't it? Yeah, so might be a little ways from that yet. My first kit was a AH-6 Little Bird, and it was an awesome build. And I got the Delta Force add-on, which was sweet. Great. I'm glad you're getting a Schwinn wagon, but stop spamming. Yep. So I'll update us once again. The GHQ store, the HQ, all okay, despite what's going on here in Minneapolis. So everything at Brickmania is running per usual, and we are very thankful for that. Next new minifig of the month. I can't give that away yet. Landon's been pretty excited about it, so I think you're going to have to wait to hear from him. World War II planes. Moving fast. Raptors online. Like a gas truck, maybe. So I have the D3, a pair of American half tracks with one of them with the meat chopper add-on, Oddball, Hollywood, the Newport 17, and is there one more? I think that's it. I said the D3, yeah. Small collection, but I'm getting there. I told them when I came in here for my first job interview, I was like, well, even if you don't hire me, you definitely have a fan. So you at least gained a customer through this. Yes, there will be more of the Tigers. I think there's still more online right now though. So there's 131 and the less expensive one. So fast. Favorite Brickmania kit? PT-109, B-17, any one of those amazing, awesome kits that I could probably never hope to afford, but I'm jealous of everyone who does. More friend, Char B1. I think it's the Char 2C is the one that we're considering doing. Brickmania sci-fi kits will probably not return. We have an Erwin Rommel fig available with the Grief. Hurricane. We've talked about this, player one. You know what's coming up this fall. How many times I got to remind you? All the Battle of Britain stuff will be heading up this fall. Pershing tank still in action. It'll be back eventually. And M8 Greyhound. Man, that is a popular requested kit. We'll get to it. It'll either be early next year, coming up sometime later this year. We'll do the best we can to make sure that that's somewhere on the project list. It's very, very soon. Track links, hoping to see him later this summer. I covered that a little bit earlier too. Micro Brick Battle Airfield. You just want instructions on how to build an airfield, or you just want to see one? But our talented store employees could whip something like that up. Sure, Keen. Come on down. We'll say hi. It's okay, player one. You ask a lot of questions. We try to answer them all. Yeah, okay. So I don't think we covered this morning on IG, but we probably haven't talked about it now. So the USS Macon Island. If we were trying to make a World War brick release dates, we would be very behind. But considering everything we faced with this last weekend and then COVID-19 in general, we're still making progress on it. I will try to provide an update in one of these next upcoming SitReps. Earlier today, when the live stream here wasn't working, and I was thinking to myself, what am I going to do to try to do a live SitRep? We did live on IG, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to record a SitRep. But now we came into the office, and now it's working. So we're doing this instead, and I can't really move my computer around too much, more than it already is kind of shaking around. But yeah. EMP, rally some people to your cause then. If you guys want to see Italian kits and figs, you got to get out there and let us know, because you know that some of that stuff is all demand driven. These are the Easy 8. I think, yeah, the Easy 8, the tank itself will be restocked throughout 2020. Whether or not the Hollywood add-on pack or whatever is going to be like back in action relatively quick, I don't know. You'll have to wait and see on this. Sure, I can answer that. I'm doing just fine. A little emotionally drained from this past weekend, but I appreciate it. Yes, well, believe me, if you're asking for more micro brick battle stuff, you're going to be very happy with what we have planned for the future. Spitfire. We've made Spitfires. The one will be restocked in the past. It's a Battle of Britain one, so it'll be on the way. The Sherman is where in our track link situation, like I was talking about earlier. So that'll be a pre-order that'll be available soon, though. The actual release dates will probably vary, but we'll let you know. Maybe in the future, that's something right now, like I said, that's one of the potentials with the new micro brick battle site. But for right now, we're not like accepting kits to be put in to become a kit, unless maybe if you made your own instructions, but we'll see. I think that's more so your own venture than it is something that Brickmania would actually produce. So the standards for our kits are few and far, or are very high. You know, I consider myself a fairly decent builder, and I still wouldn't be in any situation to be producing a Brickmania kit anytime soon. I'll tell you that. Yes, we will be restocking the Tiger muzzle brakes. All that 3D printed stuff is kind of like our print department. When we run out of stuff, we put it into the queue, and they get to it as soon as they can. But they are as busy can be, and so you know we do everything we can to make sure that stuff is ready to be restocked. But ultimately, we're at the mercy of how fast stuff sells out. Probably 1943 in the Pacific. Well, new books are on hold right now, just because we don't have the time or manpower to be able to undertake them currently. So, 1/90th scale Sherman, you get a 1/35th scale Sherman. We did like a 1/70th scale Sherman, and we have a 1/20th scale Sherman. I mean, like, how many different scales of Shermans can you ask for? Yes, John Canepa is contracted to build kits from a distance because he's moving back to California, I believe. But he's under contract as a designer for Brickmania, so you'll be seeing some of his kits out in the future. Mock contest results are pending. We had a crazy weekend. Bear with me. Yes, there will be new Vietnam minifigures. I believe one of the minifigures of the month coming up here is slated to be a Vietnam figure. Don't quote me on it because all that stuff is subject to change. But we'll see. Cursed bricks. I know that's one of the ones that have been kicked around. Thanks. You and me both, Ian. You and me both. Yeah, the B-17G is incredible. Cody's doing well. Ask again, though, and I won't answer. Ryan, get yourself blocked. Don't do that. Yes, I was definitely into Lego before working at Brickmania. I was into history as well. So although my you think you're a history nut until you meet some of you guys and then join the forces here, and then you're like, wow, I have a lot of reading to do. So I've been catching up in my first year, though. I've getting better. The Churchill is in Overlord, so I think that's where it will stay. Buddies are coming in fast and furious. The Hind is pretty sweet. My job description is do anything that will let people know about the awesome stuff going on here at Brickmania. And also, I keep the website up to date, do our product launches, all that kind of fun stuff. This is definitely the coolest part of it, though. Hopefully, you guys don't think this is all I do, but either way, I don't really care. Favorite war movie is that's tough. That's tough. I would have to chew on that for a little while to really narrow it down to one. Super Pershing, maybe, or you could just buy the Pershing and update it. A Priest. I know we've got those available in micro brick battle. I don't know if we have them in. Yeah, we definitely don't have them in 35. Top 10 kits. We're supposed to rifle that off. 10 of them. It's kind of tough. Where's the M24? It's sold out. It'll be back. Favorite kit? I don't know. Like, who can say no to PT 109? You just had the option to pick one. That'd be pretty cool. Thanks. I'm in my little bunker. Not really, but you know, they're just set. More scenery sets. That's stuff that if we release that stuff, it would be for free, and it would be just like download PDF instructions. But we don't have time. We just don't have time for that. We can hardly keep enough stuff that people want in stock online right now as is. So trying to do it, you know, extra is a little too much of an undertaking. P39, maybe. The P1000 is definitely going to be micro brick battle. Canadian sets, that little half track, or not half track. It's not an APC. What am I looking for here? The Bren gun, the gun carrier. Okay, that one came in a Canadian variant and had some had Canadian stickers, and then also there was a Canadian Infantry World War II minifig. So that's pretty much the best it is. My job before Brickmania was a sportscaster in Duluth, Minnesota. So always talking. You made your own F-22? That's impressive. Good job. World War II Chinese. World War II Chinese what? Favorite Lego sets? That new, well, it's not UCS, but the new Batmobile was pretty dang cool. So, and my wife is a huge fan of the Harry Potter stuff. So we build a lot of that together. Need a poll for favorite sticker packs. Okay. Yes, Flying Tigers. The Flying Tiger is back online right now. Use code 0, save yourself 10%. Pick them both up, then you'll have the bundle. Favorite fig? Whew, that's another good question. Probably Filthy 13. Probably the Filthy 13. Yeah. Bring back the little bird in the add-on pack. That's licensing related. Sherman restock will happen. I mean, won't be a restock because it'll be a new kit, new design. But it'll happen. Should make German World War II experimental aircraft. What kind of mock contest would I enter my custom Easy 8 into? Well, we just had a 1945 mock contest, man. Got to pay attention. Yes, the Filthy 13, we were only able to squeeze out 100 of them, but they did return. The DMZ Guard, yeah, that was another one that I don't think anyone expected that to sell as quick as it did. So that's one that probably should return, but make it cheaper, please. What are you new here, man? We do everything we can. My favorite sticker pack? Probably the French tankers, because those mustaches are, I'd buy a couple of those sticker packs just to have the mustaches on hand. World War II Chinese tank. Sure, maybe. I think we've done them in the past. So there might be some available in books, or they're Japanese. It's kind of tough for me to remember. I'm on the spot here, remember. I'm just trying to answer things off the cuff. And I'm going to go for about 15 more minutes. So Make sure you let everyone know if they want to jump on here and ask some questions and get them answered right away. Go ahead and jump on. Which version of the Humvee? They're both great for their own reasons. It kind of depends on what you want to build. If you want something that is like super playable and comes with the two figures, the M1044 is pretty awesome just because you get the whole thing right there. But at the same time, the Crows that's on top of the Enhanced Armament Carrier is literally the same one that's from the Abrams too. So if you want a little insight into how that is built and then have the pieces to put that together, the other one is probably more customizable. The Enhanced Armament Carrier, that is, than the 1044, but the 1044 comes with the figures. So sorry, that probably didn't help you at all as an answer, but they're both awesome. So that's what I got. Yep, got to watch for those sales, right? I will tell Cody he rocks. I do that almost daily, but I'll make sure to let him know. You're welcome, guys. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't think there are plans for an F-18 right now. M3 Lee, I think, is in one of our books. Thank you, Paul. Good to hear from you, bud. Cody is a lot of people's favorite designers. After the Macon Island, let's get through the Macon Island first, because that is already a beast and a half undertaking. And then with everything we've encountered, I mean, who knows what's going to be next? I've seen predictions that the next thing will be killer rhinos roaming our streets. So we'll see what happens. Where's the B-29? Well, okay, there's a very large aircraft coming out on Friday, so we'll do our best. That's already a heck of a build. Although we did get to see one of those operating B-29s, or I think there's only one at EAA AirVenture. So that was pretty incredible. Canada, maybe, who knows? M36 Jackson and M10 Wolverine. Got it. Do I like the Helldiver? Yeah, it's a beast of a kit. A Cody minifig. That I could see. I could see a little Cody, Dan, and Lando trio 3-pack. We'll see. Lando's not exactly the kind of guy who'd want to sit there and design himself. So, netted helmets for all. Yes, I think that is the plan. So, just stay tuned. Go about 12 more minutes here, and then we'll probably wrap this up. So I know some people go really, really long, but I'm only going to go about an hour or so. And then make sure to let us know in the comments too if you guys like stuff like this. Maybe we can try to squeeze in once a week or whatever. Our design team obviously is pretty busy, but I can make time for it. So it's tough to figure out, if people care enough to want to sit here and ask me questions, or if they just want to hear from Dan and Lando, which is a little tougher to do, especially from a live situation. So. Panzers will come out here and there all over the place. 4, 5s, 3s. So I'll run through this just one more time then. 0, P40B, Schwimmwagon, DAC Messenger, Kupel Wagon. All back online right now, brickmania.com. Use code 0 at checkout. Save yourself 10% all day long. Make sure to take advantage of that. Mini kit's back, right? Who doesn't love having mini kits back? And you have a sale going on at the same time? Perfect. M8 Greyhound. Yeah, we hope so. That'll be soon. I don't know if it's going to be 2020 or 2021, but B25. I think you will be pleased. See you, Ark. I don't know when we'll make a new Stuart. That'll probably be something that we have to do when we have track links back in stock. If you want one badly now, I think there will be one in the vault on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. I think the swim wagon could stand a chance against the mighty Bob Sentel. I don't know. I think the Semple has been, or the Schwinn wagon's been defeated. The Semple is undefeated. So, let the numbers speak for themselves. Battle of Careers Construction books. I know we've kicked it around. No, we have not picked a winner for the mock contest yet. Soon. Do more Brickmania podcast episodes. Man, I know. We loved the podcast. All of us loved being involved with it. But the studio we were using for it, unfortunately, lost their funding. So now we are struggling to find a space to do it. And then also it's just kind of a thing where you got to have time. I mean, those things are usually over an hour long, and, people want to hear from the designers. As much as I can sit here and gab, you want to hear from what Cody's working on. You want to know what Dan's got up his sleeve. You want to know what artwork Landon is building. And so we need them to have the time to be able to sit down and do that kind of stuff. And that's tough. Of course I'm a brick maniac. Come on. Yeah, standalone World War I figs. So like I was saying a little bit earlier, our UV print department is operating at about 30% capacity right now. So you'll have to be patient with us with a little bit of that stuff. Doing our best. Well, I'm glad you like those mocks, but they are easily replicated and expensive to put together to our standards. So there's a lot working against those as compared to a M4. Cold War sticker packs. Duly noted. Book for the first and best on Sherman. Yeah, I bet. Got to keep some Cuff exclusive. Come on. A super weapon mock contest, huh? We'll see. Our second one's already up and running, so that'll be the last one for the year. Cold War Soviet Rifleman. Okay. Yeah, so with the popularity of the LRV, we'll see about more space stuff. I think that Dan has definitely come more around on some of that. So good job on your guys' part for letting people know that they're interested in it. Well, then get yourself something from the Brickmania Vault for your birthday. And happy birthday. Do I personally? No, I do not have a mouse tank. Hashtag Brickmaniacs. I like it. 28. Builds 5 foot tall Lego nuke. Dylan, you guys know that. Most of you. I don't know. If anyone pays attention. Mostly just pay attention for the sales. That's what I would do. Animation intros. Go back and watch the old videos if you want to see that. Do I own any kits myself? I got a decent collection. So we talked a little bit about it earlier if you want to go back and watch this video. This is more about answering Brickmania questions than personal ones. When is your next animation coming out? We don't have a date for it yet, but we do have a fantastic idea. Stay tuned. That's all I can do. Where does one buy Lando's Randos? You try to move as fast as you freaking can when we release them because they go quick. So we'll try to make a big deal out of it and let people know when they're coming, what the drop thing is. I know we usually let people know well out in the future, like, hey, Thursday we're doing Lando's Randos, etc. So we won't just drop them on you and surprise you. Make sure to keep them updated. The next vault is coming out Thursday. And we remake the B-17. Maybe. Maybe. All right. There's 5.5 minutes left. Probably not expect to see the United States ship soon. How many kits come out in each vault? It kind of varies. So I think this one is, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8. There's a sneak peek. Still in the box. Nothing wrong with that, right? It's pretty cool. Maybe. So, Hacksaw Ridge was a popular film. A $30 mouse instruction book, maybe. And I don't think that kind of stuff is, too terribly interesting to the design team. We'll see. So they like to keep it interesting. That's what makes Brickmania fun. More Italian kits, potentially. Rally some people to your cause. Let's hear those voices out there. Right now, it's a lot of the same people asking for those. So if we only think it's going to be about 5 people who are interested, it's pretty tough to justify making 50 kits. Just the way it is. Shipping, you'll have to check the dates on the webpage. So it's too many pre-orders and release dates and whatnot for me to keep track to be able to just tell you off the top of my head. The winner of the mod contest will be said as soon as we pick one. I know that doesn't help much, but with how crazy things are here, that's what we can do. Instructions for minifig scale ships. You know how intense those instructions would be to create? I don't even want to think about that. World War I Polish soldier, maybe. Dauntless, I believe, is in one of our books. The M4 Sherman will be available for pre-order. I believe it's going to be an M4A3. But other than that, I don't have much to tell you because a lot of it is hung up on when the track links will return. So, radar kits for the Hawk. Yeah, I know, right, Paul? I feel you on that one. That one we kind of talked about, and then it fell off. So, official resellers will resell whatever they have. Retired, unretired, whatnot. I think some of them hold on to stuff to wait till it'll become popular, but always means it's more expensive too. So, yeah. AC. Track links, we're shooting for later this summer. That's the best I can give you right now. 2 more minutes. Yes, we can. Will we? I'm not sure. Well, happy birthday. That's a good idea, Ethan. I think that would be a very specific group of people who would enjoy that, though. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll let our finalists know. We'll email them about the mock contest so they have some heads up. All right, we're gonna wrap things up a little bit here. So if you got any last minute questions, make sure to let them know. Oh, I think the BTR 82A was awesome. Is there a reason you want specifically a BTR 80? What kind of add-on pack would you want to see for the Hind? Thank you, Brickster. I appreciate that. A space shuttle? That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see that as an undertaking. That'd be pretty sweet. I don't know when the emails will go out. I got to go through them and help pick the finalists. So. All right, about 30 seconds left. Yes, you guys have a nice day too. Thank you for joining me here. I appreciate it. King Tiger and Sherman Jumbo. We'll see, maybe in fan polls, but otherwise, they're limited edition means limited edition. You got to take advantage of it while you can. Yeah, guys, have a nice day too. Thank you. Yeah, our Storm Plays will get a T-shirt. Why not? Yes, you're welcome, Marty. Thank you. Have a good day. Yep, the striker will be back. You guys be well as well. All right. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to take advantage of that zero sale. See you guys.